Yeah. What up? It's the boy Jay running, holding it down right here. Knicks talk, baby. We back. We do what we do. We gonna turn up, and guess what? The Knicks are finally NBA championships. Yeah, I know, I know. It's the cup. All right, in season tournament. Wasn't really a big fan of it, but it kind of grew on me. It's definitely one of those things where I felt this year was excited, not just because the Knicks was in it, just because overall I felt like everybody was kind of into it. I think this is 3 years in, so it's fun. The Knicks did their thing. They really went hard. Our biggest challenge this year so far was the Orlando Magics, and we beat them twice back to back. We beat them to advance to go to the championship. So I felt that was very resilient of the Knicks, just to get by Orlando. Spurs, Spurs are the Spurs. You got the alien, you got Wemby on the team, so you just don't know. I mean, he was coming off the bench, but he still was dominating, doing really, really great things. He had 18 points um, off the bench, which led all scorers on the Spurs. But you have Fox really playing really good defense, and he had 16 points. Overall, it was a great victory. Um, it was a great challenge. The Spurs didn't come out there to lose. Everybody came to really take on. So that's what I think I like about it. Are we gonna be all yeah? Not me. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a good test run. Only thing about being in a situation like this early, now you got a target on your back. And this episode been brought to you by Red Cup and R&B. They go to QR code, scan that, or just put Red Cup and R&B in all social platforms. Yeah. It's water in my cup. No worries. Back. Everybody in the NBA is looking at the New York Knicks like, oh, they might be real. So that's the only thing. The big deal is the big dance. NBA Finals. You got 7-game series, and you got to get through the best teams on the East and then the West. But right now, we take it. We'll take it. Like I said, Wemby had 18 points. Harper had 21 points. I'm sorry, I said Wemby had the most points, but Harper, he actually had 21 points off the bench. And D Fox had 16. Castle had 15 points. The guards really play good defense. What I do like about this new system that we in, Jalen Brunson is not holding the ball 24/7. Uh, Thibodeau, on that aspect, I hated that with a passion because when he's not playing well, you putting too much pressure on him, and then the team is just standing around. So everybody's looking kind of crazy, waiting for what is he going to do. Same thing when Randall was over on our team. It was cool because we was winning, but it was too much pressure on our star players, and it didn't really work, especially playoff time. So you saw a little bit of that in this series where they was going at Jalen. He turned over the ball a few times, but that was a few times to where other players got to touch the ball. The ball movement was going. The Spurs did open up a 10-point lead in the second half, but we came right back. And then once we regained the lead, we never looked back. OG, man, OG had a hell of a game. He was on point. They don't really run plays for him. He had 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 28 points, but it was like he wasn't missing. He was actually the defensive player of the game. For the Knicks, that's a new thing they do at the end of the games where they give somebody the Tims, the hard hat, basically saying you was putting work on defense. Even though I felt like Mitchell Robinson, he was doing the damn thing. He had 15 rebounds, and a bunch of them were offensive rebounds. He only had 4 points, but he was really playing good defense on Wemby. So shout out to Mitch on that. Cat did his thing. Cat had 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 16 points. He had a little cramp in his calf at I think it was the fourth quarter. So I wasn't sure if he was going to come back in, but Mitch was doing the damn thing, so I can't be mad about that. And the captain, Jalen Brunson, 25 points, 8 assists, Yeah, 4 rebounds or that don't, you know what I'm saying. But he was doing his thing, but the ball was moving around evenly. Everybody really was locked in. And I love the new offense on that aspect where it's not one person holding the ball 24/7. So I like that. Every blue you see Jalen get in the moments, but it's not consistent like last year. So you like, man, bro, you dribbling the air out of the damn ball. So I'm happy about that. First quarter, Spurs got us by 2 points. Second quarter was even. Spurs beat us by three in the third, and then we just went ham in the fourth quarter. The Knicks had 35 points. Spurs only 19, so that was defense. Great defense to where the score ended at 124 to 113 for the New York Knicks. So now I'm gonna be in Times Square with the chip. Nah. We can't do that. We can't do that. We got to enjoy it, but we got to get back to work. We looking good. I do like the aspect that extra game doesn't count on anybody's record. It's a little weird, but I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? So win or lose, it don't really matter. You just get that chip. So I feel like the in season tournament, NBA Cup, is something at least you give you a taste of winning, and that's what it did, especially for me, a Knicks fan. They haven't won a championship in 50 years, so that's I wasn't even born when they got the chip. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people wasn't born when they had the chip, so to see you know New York and championship Knicks on a T-shirt winning the chip, I take that right now. But I'm not excited. I was excited yesterday because it was a good look. Tomorrow, today, it's a new day. Tomorrow, a new day. The real chip is the NBA chip, the NBA championship, and that goes down in June. So what we gonna do? All right, we getting close to All Star. It's December. January's right around the corner. Happy New Year. That was a good 2025, a good run for the Knicks. The Knicks been consistent at home. Only lost one game in Madison Square Garden. You can't beat that. 17 wins, really 18, but 17-7 is a dominant no effect. And everybody's been playing great. Mikal Bridges been balling out of control. He didn't have a great game yesterday, but that one game, I think that was Boston Celtics. Boy, he was lighting it up, and he almost led us to come back on that particular event. Deuce McBride, he didn't play yesterday. Landry, he didn't play yesterday. So a couple of mainstream bitch players didn't play, but we were still effective. Man, Mitch is a beast. I'm always gonna preach that. I think he should be a starter. But I ain't gonna lie, Josh Hart been scoring. He been shooting the ball very well. He always shot the ball well, at least when he's been on the Knicks, but he wasn't shooting a lot. And this year, he's been gunning it, and majority of the shots he's been making. So one time for Josh, OG, I can't say anything about that guy. He just a workhorse, and the way the ball is moving, it helps everybody out because you're going to touch the ball, and if you're touching the ball, you're going to play way more defense. Jalen doing his thing. Cat, he's been going hard. He's been trying to bang it on people. So I like the new Cat. We're gonna call him Tanu Cat, no more bodega cats, bodega cats, they 30, they take scraps, you know what I'm saying? So this new cat is doing well, and Jordan Clark, he was balling out of control. To me, that was his first really, really good game. He had some moments streaky, but he plays defense. Oh man, the point guard, he off the bench was doing his thing. Uh, Call up. Call up, man. One time for him, he is maximizing the time that he is getting. He's coming in the game. He's throwing plays. He's putting himself in front of people. One time, Wimby was coming down court and he jumped right in front of him just to save that easy possession, because he probably would have got an alley oop. But once the defense got back, everything was on point. But the fact that guy, and I always said he should have been playing a lot more the first uh 2 years he's been with the Knicks. He's playing more. He's a high percentage person. He plays defense, and he brings a lot of great energy off the bench. So overall, Knicks talk. We got the cup. It was cool. We did well. but the real challenge starts now. Now we got that target on our back. People going to be looking at us and expecting us to do some amazing things, which we will do some amazing things. But at the end of the day, it ain't no parade. It ain't one of those type of situations. I'm not sure. I know Mike Brown was talking about he had a little beer at the end of the game, but it's over. It's done. It's cool. They're gonna hang the banners. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's cool. It's been a long time since we got a banner hang that wasn't somebody that jersey number got retired. So I'm okay with that. I think the last person was Patrick Ewing on that aspect. Knicks, you got to do better. You know, Bernard Kings should be in the rafters. I believe John Stark should be in the rafters too. But I'm okay with that, man. You like to love the boy Jay Run It. You can reach out to me on all social media platforms. Jay Run It. And also holla at my folks, you know, TOV Sports. You know, they do the production, they do the thing, and we make it happen. All right. So stay tuned, keep it locked, and undrafted players on all social media platforms. This is what we do. Knicks Talk. Signing off. Flu season. Jay Runner, baby. Let go.